I want to talk to you today about the healing power of laughter. A lot of the sickness in our world is simply because we don't have the joy that we should. When we live uptight and on edge, it causes headaches, digestive problems, lack of energy, we don't sleep well. Much of this would go away if we just learn how to deal with the stress properly. And one of the greatest stress relievers God's given us is laughter. Laughter is like taking medicine. It not only makes you feel better, but it actually releases healing throughout your system. When we laugh, it restores and rejuvenates what the pressures of life have taken out. Most people today don't laugh as much as they should. They don't take time to play. They're too stressed to have any fun. We need to get back in balance. Life is not supposed to be all work and no play. You need to develop your sense of humor. Look for opportunities to laugh. Well, you say, Joel, I'm just not a real jovial person. I'm more serious. I never laugh that much. And I realize God made us all different, but you can train yourself to laugh more. And I read where the average child laughs over 200 times a day, but the average adult only laughs 4 times a day. What's happened? We've allowed the pressures of life, stress, more responsibilities, little by little to steal our joy. And some of you today, you have not had a good, hearty laugh in 27 years. Your laugher is rusted and needs to be overhauled. You don't know how much better you would feel. You don't know how much more energy you'd have. If you'd make a decision, you're just going to lighten up and learn to laugh more often. Not once a month, not once a week, but every single day. Don't ever lose the child that's on the inside. Just because we get older doesn't mean we're supposed to get all solemn to where we never have any fun. We borderline on being grumpy. No, every healthy adult needs to have a child on the inside. You need to know how to work, but you also need to know how to play. You need to remember to have fun. It is healthy to have fun. I read where one of the common ingredients in people that live way up into their 90s wasn't their exercise routine, wasn't their diet. It was the fact that they were extremely joyful people. They never forgot how to laugh. Dr. Stuart Brown is the founder of the National Institute of Play. He became interested in the effects of laughter and play in our lives when the governor of Texas asked him to investigate the tower shootings there on the campus of the University of Texas. This was back in 1966. And as he talked with this troubled young man that had killed all these people, one thing that stuck out was this young man had never played as a child. He grew up in such a dysfunctional home, he could never remember ever laughing or even playing. Dr. Brown went on to investigate the other inmates on death row in Texas that year, and he discovered not one of them had a normal childhood. Not one of them could ever remember laughing, playing, or having a good time. Dr. Brown concludes today, the opposite of play isn't work, it's depression. What's he saying? It's healthy to laugh. It's healthy to have fun. Proverbs 17:22 puts it like this, a happy heart is like a good medicine, and a cheerful mind works healing. Notice when we're good-natured and full of joy, taking time to laugh, taking time to play, it's like taking a good medicine. That's what helps us to stay healthy. In fact, medical science tells us that people that laugh, it boosts their immune system. Laughter reduces blood pressure. People that laugh regularly are 40% less likely to have a heart attack than people that don't laugh regularly. Laughter triggers the right side of the brain, which helps release creativity, helps us to make better decisions. Laughter activates the body's natural tranquilizers that not only help us to calm down, but it helps us to sleep better. Many people today suffer from insomnia. Maybe you need to laugh more often. That's what this one lady did. She hadn't slept well in years and years, and she was constantly taking tranquilizers. She had taken them so long, it hardly even affected her anymore. She had tried everything, different diets, different doctors, different medicines. Nothing seemed to work. But this one doctor gave her a very unusual prescription. He said, every night before you go to bed, you need to watch something funny. A funny movie, a funny video, a funny drama, something that makes you laugh. She started doing that night after night. Month after month, she got better and better. Today, she's totally off her medications. She can sleep like a baby. What happened? She was having to take man-made tranquilizers because she wasn't releasing the natural tranquilizers that God put on the inside. Could it be that you would receive the healing you've been longing for if you just lighten up and learn to laugh more often? Could it be that the headaches, backaches, migraines, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, even depression would go away if we just take time to play, to laugh, to enjoy the life God's given us? It's interesting, when my mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer in 1981, this is one of the things that she did. During the day, instead of going to bed, instead of sitting around feeling sorry for herself, thinking about her problems, she would go in and watch cartoons on television. She would sit there and laugh and laugh. What was she doing? She was releasing the healing that God put on the inside. She couldn't find something funny to watch. She'd just go look at my brother Paul. That always made her laugh. There's too much sickness in our world today. Much of it is related to the sadness. It's directly related to the fact that we don't smile enough. We live uptight and stressed out. What's happening? There's a healing power that we're not tapping into. There's a medicine available, a cure that's completely free. It has no side effects. You can take it as often as you'd like. I'm going to give you a prescription today. Every day, at least 3 times, find something funny that makes you laugh out loud. Not a laugh on the inside, not a chuckle down in here. No, release that joy out loud. Release those endorphins on the inside. Activate your natural tranquilizers. Every time you laugh, it boosts your immune system. It reduces your blood pressure. Tension is leaving and creativity is coming. And if you'll stay on this prescription and laugh every day with a happy heart, having a cheerful mind, then you're going to sleep better. You're going to get more done. You'll have more energy. You're going to make better decisions. You'll be more creative. I believe even some of these areas of chronic pain, chronic fatigue, you'll begin to see them go away. How long has it been since you've had a good, hearty laugh? A day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years? Make sure you're taking your medicine. I know when I've had a hard day and I feel pressured and uptight, it causes me to have a backache. Right down the center of my spine, I can feel this pain, and I know it's just from tension. And I do just what I'm asking you to do. I'll go play with my children. They always make me laugh. Or I'll watch something funny on television. Invariably, after a few minutes of laughing, that pain is totally gone. It's just like I had a good massage, but it was a lot cheaper. The medicine I'm talking about today can save you a lot of money. It can save you from buying sleeping pills and tranquilizers and antidepressants. Laughter releases the body's natural medicines. It can not only bring physical healing, but laughter will help strengthen our relationships. Friends, it is great to have laughter in your home. One thing the enemy cannot stand is the sound of you laughing. He cannot stand the sound of husbands and wives, family members having fun together. He wants there to be so much strife and tension and pressure that we never have any joy in our home. Don't fall into that trap. Listen, the family that can laugh together is a family that will stay together. Victoria and I have been married. We've been married going on 22 years. People always ask us, what's the secret of a healthy marriage? We always tell them 2 things. Number 1, respect. Always be respectful. Even when you disagree, be respectful. And number 2, laughter. Don't ever stop laughing together. Keep your home fun. And some of you today, you would see your relationship go to a new level if you'd get some joy back in the home. You've allowed the pressures of life, the water that's already under the bridge, to sour your outlook about that other person. But you need to remember the reason why you fell in love. Remember the things you used to do together, how you used to have fun and laugh. If you would bring that joy back into the home, you would see a freshness, a new life in your relationship. And so often, when God puts a promise in our heart, it looks impossible. Maybe you're sick and you know God's told you you're going to be well. You're coming out of that. Or you're struggling financially, but God's saying you're coming into overflow. He's going to prosper you. Perhaps your family is pulled apart. God's saying He's going to bring them back together. Our minds so often will tell us, it's never going to happen. You're never going to get well, never going to get out of debt, never see your dreams come to fulfillment. But if we could just remember to do like Abraham, no matter how we feel, no matter how bad it looks, we need to let out the laugh of faith and just say, ha ha, I've got inside information. I know God has already worked it out. He's already arranged things in my favor. It's just a matter of time before these promises come to pass. We can laugh by faith knowing that we're in a fixed fight. I'm asking you today to get in a habit of taking your medicine on a regular basis. Every day, find some reason to laugh. Look for opportunities. If you don't think you have a reason, then just know you can laugh by faith. Remember, you got to stir up the joy, stir up the healing that's on the inside. And some of you have been living uptight and stressed, but I believe today is going to be a turning point. Make a decision that you're going to lighten up and start laughing more often. Yes, you can be responsible, but at the same time, you can be good-natured. It is healthy to laugh. It's healthy to have fun. And if you'll make it a priority to laugh every single day and keep a happy heart, a cheerful mind, you're not only going to enjoy your life more, but you're going to see healing flow through you in a new way. You're going to get free from chronic illnesses, chronic fatigue, chronic things that have been holding you back. You're going to see your relationships go to a new level. God's going to pour out His favor in a greater way. And just like with Abraham, every promise, every dream, every desire God's put in your heart, no matter how impossible it looks, I believe and declare you're going to see God bring it to pass. Amen.